Thank you, Southampton. You've made the switch to ABC 40.
New federal regulations about teens who use tanning beds amid rising concern about skin cancer. 3 shootings in one area in the same week. Police vow to beef up presence and put a stop to the crimes. And several people hurt. Children in an afternoon collision between a dump truck and a school bus.
From WGGB Springfield, the Associated Press Station of the Year, this is ABC 40 News at 6.
We continue to follow breaking news out of Holyoke. A dump truck and school bus collide at an intersection. And with the school bus, children are injured. It happened at the intersection of Pleasant and Lincoln Streets shortly after 3 o'clock. ABC 40's Brendan Monahan live at the scene to bring you the latest. Brendan?
Of the bus and truck, non-luckily suffered.
Dave, the latest number we're getting from Holyoke Public Schools is 9 children were transported to area hospitals with non-life-threatening injuries following this crash. Now let's get right to the video. We acquired surveillance video of the actual crash and get absolutely T-boned by the dump truck. It crashed so hard that it actually broke the frame of the actual school bus. Now, obviously there were kids on board, 9 children altogether, and there were children sitting in the middle of the bus there where the impact zone happened. Miraculously, none of them were seriously hurt. All 9 of them, have been taken to area hospitals for precautionary measures, for minor injuries, bumps and bruises to make sure that they are okay. The dump truck driver and the school bus driver were also transported to area hospitals for the same reasons, non-life-threatening injuries. Really, the surveillance video of this intersection tells the whole story. A violent, impacting crash here right into the side of the bus. Again, thankfully, no serious injuries. Now, Holyoke police are still on scene investigating, and they're giving a lot of credit to making sure these kids are safe to the people in this neighborhood who ran out to help. You saw it in the video. We talked to them after.
I was in my house in the living room and I heard this huge explosion, and I actually thought it was a commercial driver going by because usually they do on the street. But then I heard the kids yelling and screaming, so I panicked. I went downstairs, and when I saw the school bus like that, I ran to it. I know the bus driver, so I spoke to her, and I saw her in a lot of pain, so she told me to help with the kids. And when I saw the truck jammed in like that, there could be an explosion. So to me, I just took the kids and put them into a safe place.
Now, it started really downpouring here not too long after that accident, but it was not raining when the actual accident took place. Holyoke Police Traffic Bureau is on scene, as well as a member of the state police investigating exactly what led up to this crash. But really, you can just clearly see in the video what exactly happened. Now, we're told that, of course, all the children, parents were notified. They were met at the hospital or on scene here by their parents. And from here on out, everything is expected to be okay with both the drivers of both of these trucks, the bus and the truck, and also all the children on board. Really, just the only thing that comes to mind, Dave, is just how on earth nobody was seriously hurt after seeing that collision.
Amazing. And, we were saying that children do not wear seatbelts on those buses, so they must have gotten tossed around pretty good back there. So we're glad they're all okay. Brendan, thanks. And, of course, we continue to follow this breaking story as we get more information. You can always get the latest information on our website, wggb.com. Well, the clouds rolled in, and so did the heavy rain after not a bad day overall. Let's check how things are right now. We get your first warning forecast from meteorologist Rick Slugan. Rick.
Yeah, Dave, we've had some downpours, and now we have a severe thunderstorm warning that was just issued for Berkshire County. This is until 6:45, so about 45 minutes from now this will expire. There's a cluster of storms that's in eastern New York that's traveling towards the south and east and should get into western Berkshire County in about 15 or 20 minutes. So again, right now, west central Berkshire County is under a severe thunderstorm warning until 6:45 with a possibility of some damaging winds. There could be some wind gusts as high as 60 miles per hour. Let's show you. First, the downpours here in the valley, now to the east. So eastern Franklin, Hampshire, and Hampden County seeing some heavy rain. Not too many strikes, if any strikes, but some very heavy rain with those particular cells. Here's the storm, Albany area, passing towards the southeast, moving 25 miles per hour. Nothing at the immediate time right now in Berkshire County, but as we zoom in, again, about 15, 20 minutes away before we start to see the core of this thunderstorm reach western Berkshire County. In fact, not too far away from the corner there in Williamstown as we speak. Very heavy rain and some gusty winds and perhaps even a little bit of thunder and lightning as this thunderstorm pushes into western Berkshire County shortly. And again, the rain continues injuries here in eastern Hampden County, now letting up in the greater Springfield area, which is here. You can see from Ludlow and Wilbraham and Hampden up towards Palmer along the pike, still some downpours in progress. Some showers and thunder showers at times through about 8 or 9 p.m. and then we're done. Clouds clear, temperatures cool to near 50 as we head into your Saturday morning. The rest of the weekend is looking pretty good. We're going to see nice weather both days, a little bit better, I think, on average Sunday if you like the warm air. Details are just ahead of my full first warning forecast. Dave?
Thank you, Rick. Springfield police keeping a close eye on gang-related turf this weekend following shootings this week, which left 1 person dead and 4 people wounded. A wave of gun-related violence has police cracking down and people in Springfield concerned with their own safety. ABC 40's Ray Herschel joining us now from the studio with more on how people view the violence and what the city's doing about it. Ray?
Well, Dave, they're concerned, obviously. Now, it started Monday when 18-year-old Lanezia Clark was shot and killed outside a duplex on Union Street. And just yesterday, 2 separate shootings not too far from each other sent a total of 4 people to the hospital. On Thursday afternoon in broad daylight, several shots rang out at State and Walnut Streets. 1 person hit in the abdomen, the other in the ankle. And then, several hours later, 2 more people were wounded in the very same place that the 18-year-old girl was killed on Monday. The rash of shootings have people concerned and police vowing to crack down on the gangs.
I was walking behind Commerce, and I was pretty shocked that it was broad daylight, and my newborn infant and I were walking. And we heard the shots ring off, and there's like no to hide.
We've got a handle on it. This weekend there's going to be a tremendous amount of police present in and around that area to curb any more violence there. Anything that moves up there is going to get stopped.
Now, police tell us the gangs are territorial based depending on where those kids live. So they're young killing drugs, but they're carrying guns, and that obviously makes them a danger. Meanwhile, police are continuing their investigation into the shootings. They have been following up on leads, but so far there have been no arrests in these gang-related shootings, Dave.
We have city leaders like Mayor Sarno weighed in on this latest gang violence.
Yeah, I had a chance to talk to the mayor today, and as you'd well expect, he is very angry. The mayor said he actually spoke with incoming Police Commissioner John Barbieri at 6 this morning to get an update on the shootings. He says police will be out in full force, and Mayor Sarno vows that they will quell this latest round of gang violence, Dave.
This new commissioner's got his work cut out for him.
He sure does.
All right, Ray, thanks. Well, more charges tonight in the Boston Marathon bombing cases. A friend of the Tsarnaev brothers is accused of trying to protect them from law enforcement. ABC 40's Chris Pisano joining us now from the newsroom with a look at what prosecutors say he did to hinder their investigation. Chris?
Yeah, Dave, tonight 23-year-old Harulazan Matanov of Quincy stands accused of obstructing the investigation into the Boston Marathon bombings. He was arrested just this morning and appeared this afternoon in U.S. District Court in Boston. The charges he's now facing include destroying, altering, and falsifying records in a federal investigation and making false statements in a federal investigation. Now, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office, Matanov was a friend of Dzhokhar and Tamerlan Tsarnaev, the suspects in the bombings, and bought dinner for the two the very night of the deadly attacks. Further, he participated in a variety of activities with Tamerlan Tsarnaev, including worship, soccer, and hiking in New Hampshire mountain in order to train like and praise the Mujahideen. That, according to the indictment. Authorities say the day after the April 2013 bombings, Matanov realized the FBI would want to talk to him because he knew the suspects and also shared their philosophical justification for violence. He's accused of deleting information on his computer and then lying to investigators, but he is not accused of participating in the bombings or knowing about them in advance. He is being held without bail until his detention hearings next Wednesday. And meanwhile, his lawyer says the charges his client faces are, quote, unsubstantiated allegations. Dave?
All right, Chris, thanks. Now, if convicted, man now faces up to 20 years in prison and 8 years for each false statement count that was made to investigators. Well, new FDA warnings for teens who use tanning beds. They include changing the labeling requirements on UV lamps from low risk to moderate risk. But will this stop people from tanning? Well, ABC 40's Brittany Decker find out.
Manufacturers of tanning beds will now have to include a bold label, known as a black box warning, which will advise against use for those younger than 18. Those companies will also have to provide more material that detail the risk in places that they advertise their products. Words that recommend frequent tanning users to get checked for skin cancer. The owner at Wicked Tan in Springfield wonders how far regulations will go.
I mean, are they going to be carding people at the beach as well?
But she isn't opposed to the new rules. She already takes extra customers.
You're already to be, no one is tanning in your salon under the age of 18 without a parent's permission.
You could already see that there are danger signs on the wall warning tanners of ultraviolet radiation.
But the question is, will these new warnings keep people away?
People are going to do what they want to do regardless. You know, there's worse things out there that you can be doing than tanning.
Kristen Isham has been tanning indoors since she was 13 years old, and she doesn't plan to stop now.
But to each their own, I guess. There's other people that are totally against it. I hear it all the time from everybody, like, stop tanning, and it just goes in one ear, not the other.
The tanning salon staff isn't too worried about losing business with the new FDA changes, but they say they'll continue to help people make cautious decisions when at the facility. For ABC 40, I'm Brittany Decker.
The black box is the FDA's strongest warning, but it does not restrict these devices to minors. More than 2 million teens use tanning beds every day. Well, there'll be a lot more action in the skies over Westfield this weekend. Military flight training taking from the Barnes Air National Guard Base. The training flights will take place Saturday through Tuesday, the 3rd. The 104th Fighter Wing flies the F-15s in their mission to protect the Northeast from any airborne threats. These training missions are required to maintain the unit's ability to respond to emergencies. Well, the peregrine falcon population has been making a comeback thanks to local preservation efforts. Coming up, 2 new babies are added to the count as officials ban the chicks.
Hi, everyone. Downpours here in the Pioneer Valley showing up on our radar loop, and all kinds of warnings for thunderstorms in eastern New York. And now there's one for west central Berkshire County for the possibility of damaging winds in the next hour. I'll show you next.
Now, your ABC4 First Warning forecast.
Hi, folks. Here's that severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect for Berkshire County until 6:45. And you can see it includes the greater Pittsfield area and Lanesboro and Dalton as well. There is a cluster of storms moving in that direction, moving in from eastern New York towards the southeast that has a history of some hail and damaging winds. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, guaranteed, but there is a chance between now and 6:45 that there could be a strong storm with some hail and damaging winds in west central Berkshire County. We had our downpours here in the valley just about a half an hour ago. Most of that action has shifted to the east now, getting into western Worcester County down into far eastern Hampden County from roughly Brimfield westward towards Palmer along the Pike. I'm sure still a very difficult drive, but let's focus in on the storms coming into northwestern Berkshire County in the Williamstown area. You can see it's just starting to get over the border now down into Williamstown and point south. So we're going to start to see the weather turn as we head through the next few minutes here in northwestern Berkshire County with some heavy rain, perhaps some small hail, and some very strong gusty winds. Here's the heavy rain in eastern Hampden County, again along the Mass Pike, from Wilbraham out towards getting into the Sturbridge area along the Pike. So getting into parts of Worcester County. Here's Brimfield, Munson, seeing heavy rain. Hampden up towards Wilbraham as well. This area heavy rain is pushing off towards the southeast too, so away from us here in the Pioneer Valley. So we'll start to see a bit of a break here in the valley before these particular cells in eastern New York approach. But these should mostly stay to our south and west and clip western Berkshire County over the next hour. So here in the immediate valley, I think we're probably done with the heavy rain. We had some hail in spots. This is from Jackie in Berniston. She had some pea-sized hail not too long ago there up along the border with Vermont. Reports of some small hail in Granby, Mass as well. So some small hail is possible at a few spots this evening as the downpours continue. Saturday looks fine. There may be a sprinkle as we head through the midday. Otherwise, it's partly to mostly sunny. Sunday, great weather is expected as we head into the 1st of June, the start of the hurricane season, by the way. June 1st is when the hurricane season begins. But here in western Mass, all kinds of sunshine and warm temperatures. So a beautiful start to the new month is on the way. Here is that 7-day forecast after this weekend. It warms up into the mid-80s on Monday. Starts to get more humid too. And by the way, there is an outside chance that we get to 90 degrees on Monday for the first time this spring. So we'll keep you advised. So that might be a little conservative, that 86. There's a chance for a late day shower storm. Muggy on Tuesday. It looks like an air mass change as a weather system comes through and brings some thunderstorm activity. Behind that front on Wednesday, less humid, a little bit cooler, a nice breeze, sun and clouds. Thursday and Friday with low humidity, highs near 80 and partly to mostly sunny skies is on the way. So we have some weather out there this evening, that warning for Berkshire County until 6:45. Nothing here in the Pioneer Valley, and I think we should be okay. That cluster storm should stay to our west, but we'll be watching.
Good. All right,
Yes.
Rick, thanks.
Okay.
Well, a rare glimpse of two baby falcons at UMass at Amherst today. Wildlife experts dipped into the falcon's nest atop the DuBois Library to perform a task designed to protect the species. ABC 40's Tom Lewis has the story.
Tom French climbs a ladder atop the UMass Library to snatch two baby peregrine falcons from the clutches of their protective mother. He's not a homewrecker. He's just working to track the birds to help ensure their survival.
And we put bands on them so we can follow them for the rest of their life wherever they go. And we've had them pop up in a lot of different places around the northeastern part of the country in the past.
Two male baby falcons have metal and color-coded bands attached to their claws. These will be identifiers as they grow and take flight from home. It's been a UMass tradition to care for these endangered birds.
The campus loves it. A big part of why this program is so successful is that the whole campus adopts those chicks and watches out for them.
The adult falcons do not like their babies being taken away, even just for a few moments. They stand guard with piercing stares as the babies are carefully tagged and banded.
Hey, what do you think of the bird?
They're cute.
They're cute. You want to hold one?
Maybe.
The baby falcons can be viewed via webcam affixed high atop the library. The ultimate mission is to make sure these noble birds never face extinction.
These birds were endangered because of pesticides we used that were poorly researched before they were used. And the recovery's been wonderful, but it's taken 25 years to do it.
In Amherst, Tom Lewis, ABC 40.
They're amazing. UMass has now nurtured 36 peregrine falcons over the last 25 years. Well, coming up, you're going to meet a power hitter who's helped lead her team right into the playoffs. She's our athlete of the week.
Countdown to summer. The temperature is rising, but so are those interest rates. Should you buy, sell, or just wait it out? You have the questions, we have the answers. Real estate experts are here to take your calls. 40-Force Real Estate Roulette. Monday starting at 5 on your ABC 40.
After losing 10 straight, the Red Sox have now won 4 in a row against Braves. I'm sure they were sorry to see them leave town. Last night, they came from behind with a run in the ninth to win 4-3. Tampa's in town for the weekend. First game tonight is 7:10. Not high school softball. The Minnetonka Falcons prevail over an inexperienced field, making it into the playoffs. In tonight's Athlete of the Week, Casey Vieira has the story of one of the powerhouses at the heart of that team.
Thank you very much. Now, in this week's edition of Athlete of the Week, we see a very good example of what it takes to embrace a newfound role as a leader.
One of the difficult parts of building a team at the high school level is that you're going to have new faces every year. After losing 5 senior starters entering 2014, Minnetonka appeared to be sparse in the experience department. Junior Vicky Beaulieu had other ideas in mind, powering the Falcons into the playoffs.
We all kept a positive thought on our heads, and we really were just thinking for the best. We wanted the best for ourselves. We knew that we could do it, and we succeeded at the end of the year.
Beaulieu's bat has made her synonymous with every major batting statistic in Western Mass. She credits her confidence as a leader to her success.
I like pressure a lot, and I like to really have people depend on me, really. But I think that it's kind of cool because everybody really blends together on this team. We're all like a whole.
For Coach Rob Baroni, his anchor in the middle of the lineup is exactly the type of player that he wants, especially when entering a time that was a little bit uncertain coming into the year.
She's an all-around, team player, and just a positive attitude with, a strong work ethic, and fits in well with the rest of the group.
After another appearance in the postseason, Beaulieu is ready to use the success to fuel the team not only for the remainder of this campaign, but also the future.
I think that it's a huge confidence builder, especially for our program too. We've always been a good softball program, but I think that it definitely puts us on the top with Agawam and Westfield and Longmeadow, and really to win the title is just great for our program and to help us for next year even too.
Carrying over this year's momentum could certainly have the Falcons in that same conversation in years to come.
And those Minnetonka Falcons winning a thriller yesterday against Amherst. They're going to go on to face either Westfield or Pittsfield. Now, if you'd like to nominate your Athlete of the Week, send it to me. newstips@wggb.com. Let's go back to you.
Hi, folks. I'm First Warning Meteorologist Rick Slubin, tracking some evening showers, even a severe thunderstorm there in the Albany area headed towards western Berkshire County. Full details are next in your First Warning forecast.
The most liked media Facebook page in Western Mass, your ABC 40. Thank you, Belchertown. You've made the switch to ABC 40.
Let's quiet it down here. You got a great picture, though.
Yeah, Don Orsillo, the Red Sox announcer, just tweeted this picture, a double rainbow over Fenway Park. It's got to be a good sign, right?
I hope so.
With the Rays in town, see if they can keep their winning streak going there. We have a severe thunderstorm warning for Berkshire County that continues until 6:45. There's a storm approaching western Berkshire County that may have some damaging winds and small hail, so we'll keep you posted on that as well as we head through the evening hours. These showers and thunder showers should be wrapping up in the next couple of hours. I think by about 8, 9 o'clock tops we'll be done with the showers, and then skies clear overnight. Tomorrow, lower 70s, sun and clouds, slight chance for a sprinkler shower. Sunday, sensational, sunny, low humidity, upper 30s to start, but near 80 for highs. Beach weather to finish the weekend.
Love it. Good way to start June.
Absolutely.
All right, Rick, thanks. It is the countdown to summer. The temperature's heating up, as it will next week, and so is the housing market. Should you buy, sell, or wait it out? You have the questions. The 40 Force will be there Monday to help get you the answers you need. Real estate agents will be here to take your calls and questions. 40 Force Real Estate Let, Monday starting at 5, only on your ABC 40. And once again, we want to update that story, that breaking news out of Holyoke, where a dump truck crashed into a school bus today at the Broadside. You can see it right here at the intersection of Pleasant and Lincoln Streets. This was shortly after 3. Some children were hurt. The drivers of both vehicles too, but none of them seriously. We have all the latest information, of course, online, but we should tell you that Pleasant and Lincoln Streets do remain closed. So we'll keep you updated online and on the air. And that's it for us. And Rick will keep an eye on the weather and let you know. You have a good weekend. See you back here on Monday.
ABC 40 hairstyles, courtesy of Ochoa Salon and Spa of East Longmeadow and South Hadley.
40 in the morning weekend, starting at 7 a.m.
Thank you, Agawam. You made the switch to ABC 40.